or butterflied, however it's comfortable for you. I like to sit with my feet crossed. These are becoming my everyday stretchies. So you can do them on a couch too. So just start by closing your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. Give your mind some positive thoughts, maybe even set an intention. I did a lot of yoga this weekend. You do a lot of intention. And let's just start with our neck. Slowly bring your chin down toward your chest. And just roll your ear to your shoulder. It doesn't matter what direction you go in. And then take your chin back down towards your chest and roll to the other side. So we're only doing half circles. From one ear down to the other. And back. And down. And just take note of where the tension is. I find the slower I roll my head, the more I can exactly pinpoint where it hurts in my neck. And then bring your head up just to a normal position, seated. This time we're going to look up towards the ceiling. And again, bringing our ears towards our shoulders, rolling the head back into the other shoulder. Just half circles. Yowza. And then if you want to, you can do a couple full circles in both directions. Just be careful not to go too fast, strain anything. I feel like a pain in the neck is worse than a pain in the ass. And sit up nice and tall. We'll just start moving down. So you can just roll those shoulders back in a big circle. And then we'll move those guys forwards in a big circle. That's the sound my shoulders make in my head. And then relax those guys. Give them a shimmy shake if you need to. Take your right hand up towards the ceiling. Oh, and just bend it over to the side. I like to use my hand towards the ground to kind of push off the ground, push my ribs away from the ground. And then I try to go up and over. Oh, that one feels good. Bring it up. Put that right hand down beside you. Bring the lefty up. Take them over. Oh, I just cracked my back in 3 places. And one more time, right hand up. Reach it over. Now, if you want to, you can turn and bring that right hand down to the mat. Or just reach it out wherever I start feeling it up here. So whatever feels good in that body, maybe play a little bit. Ooh, and bring it up. We'll go back to the left side. First go up and over, get that good rainbow. And then you could twist that shoulder, left shoulder down towards the mat. Oh, good Lord. bringing it up. Now take your right hand over to your left knee. Sit up nice and tall. Give it a good twist. Bring it back to the middle. Twist the other way. Excuse me. And back to the middle. And just turn to the side. Bring your legs out nice and straight. Sit up nice and tall. Swoop your hands behind you. I'll leave it up to you what you want to do with your wrists. You can make fists if your wrists hurt. Turn your hands backwards to the sides or towards you, depending on your body. I'm going to do 2 little fists. And just press down into your palms. Reach your chest up and look back. Try to roll those shoulder blades back and together. And relax it down. All right, let's start moving these bodies. Lie back onto your backs. Oh. Bend both knees up into tabletop bow. Hey, tabletop bow. There we go. Wunderbar. Reach those arms nice and long by your side. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Ooh, get all those abs activated. Just sit here for a second. See what adjustments you can make. Maybe in your hips to get those low abs working more. Maybe raising the chest up to get the upper abs working more. Now breathe in for 5. Out for 5. One more round of breaths like this. And here we go. Extend those feet out. Start pumping those arms. We're already halfway through our 100. So if you want to make these next 4 rounds harder, you can start playing with your legs a little. Maybe drop them down and bring them up. And last round. Slowly bring those legs down to the mat. Arms above your head, get a good stretch. Take both your hands, I have my hands interlaced. Take both of them over to the left side of your mat. Come back to the middle. Take them all over to the right side of your mat. Get that good bendy stretch. Back to the middle. Bring your fingertips towards the ceiling. And peel yourself off the mat. Reach for your toes. And we're gonna do 5 more quick ones like this. Roll it back. And keep them going. Definitely gonna lose my pants today. Oh, Nelly. 1 more to go. My butt's coming out. And 5 are brewskis. Yes, bring those arms down to your sides. Knees into your chest. Extend those legs up nice and long. Flex your toes back. Do a little feet print onto your ceiling. Just a really low lift of the low abs. We're getting a little too crazy there. Oh. 7. Niners, one more. And relax them down. Whew. Now, if you have it in your system or in your repertoire, to throw your legs over your head. Just gonna do 3 of these. Lower the legs down a little bit. Bring your hips up and over. And slowly roll down. If these aren't in your practice, you can do a couple more of the little feet things, or you can stretch. Here we go again, up and over. Whee! And slowly roll it down. One more. Lower a little, get some momentum up and over. Woo. Oh, and lower it down. And like you're dragging somebody by your feet. Wunderbar, bend those legs, give them a hug. And we'll keep the legs in tabletop bow. Alrighty, with your knees bent, take both of your knees over to one side, together, and back to the middle, and then lean them over to the other side, and back to the middle. Now, if these feel okay on your back and your abs, you can make them harder by straightening your legs. So then you take the feet over to the one side, back to the middle. Use those obliques to get that hip back down onto that mat. Bring those legs back. Whee! Keep them going. One more. Bend the knees. Keep a hold of the right leg. Extend the left leg out. Take that right knee across your left leg. Reach your right arm out to the side. This is my favorite stretch. And roll that knee back to the middle. Give them an extra little hug. Straighten them out long. Left knee comes into your chest. Take lefty across that right hip. Stretch that left arm out to the side. Ooh, try to keep the shoulders on the mat. Maybe play with that left arm. You could goal post it. Oh, bring it back to the middle. Keep lefty handy. I just gotta move because my legs are gonna be kicking things. Take that left leg up nice and long. Big circles across the body. Down towards the other foot, out wide to the side and up. And 3 more in this direction. Try to do these nice and slow and controlled today. See what's going on in that hip. 2 more. Uno más. And bring that leg up nice and straight. Grab behind it. Flex your toes back towards you. Get a little stretch here. I read something over the weekend telling me that if your hip pops while doing circles, excuse me, and you get that clicky sensation, hold on, let's get moving. Bring that leg to the outside. Circle it down towards your other foot across the body and up. So I read that if your hip is popping, one of the things you could do to make it stop popping is just to make your range of motion smaller. So we're making pretty big circles right now. If your hip's popping, try to make it smaller. Oh, last one. Bring that leg up again. stretch towards you. Bend that knee, lengthen them down to the mat, bring in righty. It's righty's turn. Oh, righty. Super tight today. Take righty across the body, down towards that left foot, out towards the side and up. And keep them going. Ooh, 3. And last one. And reverse them. Righty's not getting a stretch because I'm at righty right now. 2. Ooh, make sure those hips aren't hiking up at all. Really reach now to the hip socket. All right, righty. Bring righty towards the ceiling. Give righty a good stretch. Ooh. Bend that knee and give him a hug. All right, let's work these abs real quick. Ooh, bring both knees into your chest. Yes, keep your hands behind your head. We're gonna bicycle, but we're gonna bicycle from the ceiling to the floor. So reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring that big circle down to the mat. Left leg can go a little bit lower out. A little bit lower as that leg comes out. And then you make mini cycles. And then you reverse them to go up. Reverse that bicycle. Take those legs back up. Yes, now forward bicycle on the way down. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. 5 down and 5 up. Coming up. 4, 5, and going down. And coming up. Oh. 1 more down and up. Forward bicycle down. And reverse bicycle up. Boom. Boom. 5. Hug those knees in. Relax the head down. Those are kind of fun. I didn't hate them. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Try to touch your nose to your knees. And then keep your nose where it is. Lengthen your spine down so your knees come a little bit away from your head. Woo-hoo. Hands down towards your sides. Kick those legs together out away from you. And bring them in. I like to inhale. Exhale brings them in. And just keep them in and out. Good. 1 more. 8. Relax your head down. Coming back to those. Come onto your sides. Pick a side, any side. I'm on my right side. Just rest up on your side hand. We're going to make these ones quick. So lift that top leg hip height. Reach it forwards. Kick it back. Woo, reach it forwards. Kick it back. 3, 4, 5. 1 more. Excellent. Bring your heels together. Both feet, lift them up. Bring them down. Yay, good job. Yep. 6 already. 2 more. And 8. Wunderbar. Line up your shoulders, your hips, bend your knees in front of you, and your feet should be in line with your hips and shoulders. We're just going to lie with our hands behind our heads and our elbows attached. Now take a look at your top elbow. Start lifting that top elbow up towards the ceiling. Follow it with your eyes. As it opens up, keep looking at it. And then slowly roll back to the beginning. We're going to open up one more time. Follow that top elbow. See where he's going, what he's up to. You can open him up the whole way. Go ahead. And then bring him back in. What you can also do, that's very similar, we won't do all of them, but if you bring your arm out straight, you can trace your hand across the other one. Elbow goes up towards the ceiling. The hand will come across your chest and lie you down. Open you up. Reach to the other side. And then the hand comes back. You bend the elbow. And you press your hand across your chest. And bring it out. So that's just another version of when we were doing just like the elbow thing. And then you can also take these so that your arm circles up over your head, and you want to follow your hand with your eyes the whole time. But you can do big circles with that arm, which feels really super good too. But we got to get to our other side. So lie on your belly first. Pop, pop, pop. Arms out nice and long. Lift up your feet. Lift up your hands, your head, and go for a swim. And relax it down. Wiggle your butt. Doesn't that feel nice? Press back into a child's pose. And we're coming to the other side. Ho, ho, ho. I'm going a little over, just so everybody knows, it's 8:30. Bring yourself up onto your side. Lift that top leg up hip height. Kick it forwards. Reach it back. Bring it forwards. Reach it back. I have this weird shadow on my face from the fussy. If this hurts your knees at all, so my knees have been creaking on me, you can always just bend your knee so it's not as straight. Obviously, that's what happens when you put a bend in the knee. It's not as straight. One more. Put those feet together. Lift them both up. Bring them down. 3, 4, 5, 6s. 2 more. Whoa. This side's so much more intense. Okay. So we're We're just going to do 2 of these quick little book things to open up our shoulders on this side. And I'm going to give you a good twisty. So open up, keep an eye on that top elbow. Reach it out, keep your eyes on it. And then close your book. And again, taking that top elbow up. Follow with the eyes. Head should be down on the mat. Ooh, this side is not having it. And bring it up. Okay, come up to seated. All right, here we go, backy. Backy, backy. So one of my favorite things to do to kind of warm up my back and keep it from me going into my low back a lot is what I should say is to take your hands, put your knuckles of your fingers together so you're making a goalpost. See how my knuckles are? And then my fingers come in. Got it? Yeah. Put your fingers between your ladies. Your chin, the goal is to keep your chin in between your 2 thumbs, your elbows nice and wide, and your shoulders are down your back. They're just like a little cape on your back. So you lift up nice and high, and you start twisting. And again, you gotta keep your chin in between your thumbs. So you're not gonna twist too far at all because this is your thoracic. He doesn't like twisting all that much. And bring it back into the middle. Go the other way. Again, it's just a little twist. The more you grow up out of your hips, and you should feel this twist a lot in the upper back, which is good because we want to work those muscles a little bit because you don't want to stretch like hurty muscles. What am I trying to say? You don't want to stretch cold muscles. Hurty muscles. I think I'm teaching 2-year-olds. And back to the middle. Now, Amanda, I'm not sure where exactly in your back your stretch is going to be. But you know my favorite stretches to do at the end are always these big rainbow ones. And the reason I like these ones so much is because I can feel it from up here the whole way down to my hip. And when I twist my shoulder down, or some people can't twist automatically down, so you got to bring it up and bring your chest towards your knee, then that's going to get more to the central part of my back up in here. And these ones I just find I have the most control with. So I'm not going to like completely wail out my back, especially when it's hurty. Does that get it, or is it up more? Both upper backs, yeah. So those ones are good. And what I also have been doing recently, and it's because I'm not very flexible in my arms from softball, but if you just take a towel or something and do these arm stretches that bring your arms back down, and then also the reverse one, you can pull that other arm back up. The more I keep my shoulders back with these, that also helps because it's opening up these guys a little bit. Now, if you can do it with your hands, like some people can just be like, pow, and do that little thing. That's essentially what it is. This way I can't do it. And then my last ones that are my favorite are standing up against the wall and maybe just like 3 inches away. It's a good way to do a posture analysis too, though. So get your tailbone, your mid-back, your shoulders all against that wall and play with the arms. Start moving the arms up, like I can feel tension there. Maybe even do like goalposts. I can feel tension there. You can see my ribs popping out. So really playing on a wall and just moving the arms. Then you'll feel it all through the chest and back, but also it keeps you in a nice upright position. So you'll be able to see like if your ribs are popping out or if you're arching in some places, because when you have that feedback of the wall, you don't really notice when you're in midair that when you put your shoulders back, your ribs are popping, right? Until I yell at you to pull your stomach and ribs in, and then you lengthen your spine. So if you do that while you're standing, you'll really start opening up the shoulders a lot. And those